Update. October 4th, 2012. Nearly 5 months since I last updated. I'm guessing everyone pretty much thinks I'm dead, right? Thankfully, I'm not. But in all seriousness, I really have been busy these past few months, and a blog about something that could have killed me as a kid is a little low on my current priorities list. As of now, I'm living in Waterloo, Ontario, attending the University of Waterloo for computer engineering. Yeah, I'm a keener. And you can imagine, engineering is no walk in the park, so obviously, I nearly forgot about this blog, but as you can see now, I am back. I remembered to visit the storm drain the kids from Celadon Forest told me about. I was out in a clearing between the wooded areas nearby a marsh. Unfortunately, I found absolutely nothing save for a turtle that retreated into his built-in home while it saw me. When it saw me, I snapped some pics of the pipe, which I have posted as well. Also, let me tell you, it was not a storm drain like they said it was. What I saw was a simple pipe, possibly to channel the excess water from the marsh. When I returned from Celadon, however, I simply kept putting off uploading everything until I forgot all about my blog. It just didn't seem important anymore. Please forgive me. It wasn't until only recently that I'm now interested in my case again. On September 10th, I received an email from this email address. returntheb@hotmail.com. Funny, am I right? Well, it gets better. I'm going to go ahead and read off the letter here. Dear Elliot, my dear boy, I've missed you ever so much. Oh, how you've grown. Your twinkling eyes have stayed the same, however, those eyes looking for adventure. Oh, how imagining them brings warmth to my old bare heart. That day you came to visit me, I left so happy. I wanted to go out and pick strawberries. He told me you would come looking. Oh yes, he told me you would come looking. Now, it will be soon. You will be so lonely soon. I'm ever so sorry I couldn't say hello when you came to visit. Not once, 2 times. Do not threat, however. You will soon finally get to play with the other children. I will try making my cellar even more cozier than before. 1,000 fuzzy hugs, Mr. Bear. Now obviously this letter is a fake, but still I would like to thank whoever sent it. Just reading this letter creeped me out, but because of it, I am now full of this new interest in continuing my blog. I guess it's just funny trying to pursue the mystery I've always questioned. Now my roommate knows about all of this. He thought the letter was real. He actually seems more scared than I was for a second, but then I shrugged it off. So he did too. I mean, what are the chances of this being real? How would Mr. Bear know when I went to Celadon on those occasions? Or, more or less, how might email or me still be interested in his cellar? I'm going to send a reply to return the bee. Well, just looking at the email address, you can tell someone wanted to freak me out. It didn't really work, though, although, to whoever you are, thank you for sparking my interest back into the full matter. Maybe I can find out more about what happened to Mr. Bear. However, because although I don't buy that email, a part of me still feels anxious. Thank you to all those who are still following me and have become avid fans. You're also why I'm choosing to continue this. Thanks, guys. Update. November 9th, 2013. Wow, okay, I can't believe this blog hasn't been deleted yet. I haven't posted anything for so long. I have my reasons, and I'd rather not discuss them just yet, but it's been a rather traumatic year for me. Some of you were right. I shouldn't have gone back, trying to relive the memories of my childhood, but I couldn't resist. It's been over a year since my last post, and a lot has happened. Let's recap where I am right now with regards to the whole Mr. Bear incident. ReturnTheBee@hotmail.com is no longer in use. I tried replying to the email, but I got no reply. I tried again back in March, still no response. I've actually moved up to Ottawa, capital of Canada, for those of you who don't know, for university, so I haven't been back to Celadon or back home in the Peel region for a while. I've had my reasons for leaving, as you can guess why. I've had to make a new email account because people keep prank emailing me pretending to be Mr. Bear. Thanks a lot, guys. Why have I ventured back to this blog? Mitchell Wilson, remember my dad's ex-cop friend, gave me a phone call on October 23rd about a tape that was found in a branch of the Brampton Public Library. Brampton is my hometown, in case you haven't picked up on that. He claims he isn't allowed to discuss the contents of the tape with me as it is still in evidence, but he asked me to come check it out when I return home. That tape got the gears grinding again, because we all know what was the last tape I saw. I can only imagine what can be on it. I'm guessing it must have something to do with South Dungeon Local 21. I guess I just wanted to say I'm continuing this blog, and thank you for everyone who still follows it. I don't know when my next entry will be, but when I see that tape, I'll write what I find. I don't know what to expect, but the idea of seeing another tape has gotten me interested in the whole mystery all over again. Elliot. Update. January 16th, 2014. It's been a long year for me. The university has been giving me the usual sleepless nights, especially since I transferred to Ottawa, which is the place to party. Yeah. But now, I'm back home with my dad in Brampton, the town I grew up in. I got home on the 18th of December, and I've been visiting with friends and family, or at least, that's what I would rather have done. Now that the festive holiday cheer that I usually have at this time of the month is absent. To answer the hundreds of emails and comments I got, yes, I did see the tapes that my dad's friend Mitchell Wilson promised to show me. These tapes, however, act as a curse. I don't want to know more, yet I want to forget everything. I couldn't help it. I needed to see those tapes, not only for myself, but for all of you guys who are just as intrigued as I am by that ominous man in the bear suit from the past. However, after viewing those tapes, I feel that pit of dread deep inside of me once again, that feeling where I know that all those kids in those videos are dead. That I could have been one of those kids, that humanity is a dark, dark place. If you haven't skipped ahead of this, for the juicier details below, thank you for listening to my rambling. On Wednesday, January 1st, I called Mitchell Wilson and I asked if there was a time when I could come by and view the tapes. Things were pretty slow at the station because of a snowstorm, so he said that I could come down any time that day. The tapes were located at a branch not too far from me, so I braved the slushy roads and terrible Brampton drivers and made my way to the Peel Region Police Station located in the Bramley City Center. I met Wilson at the front desk, where he then led me up to the second floor and into a small office. He instructed me to have a seat and wait while he went and got the tapes. Before leaving the office, he turned to me and said, "I know you're curious, but are you sure you want to do this?" Of course I did, or at least thought so. Besides, Wilson's friend had pulled a lot of strings to get me in there, and I didn't want to waste the opportunity. The particular station had 4 tapes on it. I was only allowed to watch 3 of them, however, because the 4th tape was apparently too damaged to be played on a VCR. Paint with a Soul, Episode 3. How to Dust a Room. I had almost forgotten about this show. I never did see it on TV, but I did see the one episode at the Celadon police station. The episode opened up with the camera panning around a small room. There was a window on the wall opposite the door. Outside, it was light out. The cameraman walked towards the window, revealing a small clearing before a dark, thick forest, about 15 feet from the window. The cameraman panned around to face the door and finally spoke. "Today, I'm going to show you how to properly dust a room." I recognized the cameraman's voice as the same one from before. Quiet, timid, only this time with a clearer stutter. Now, here's where things got weird. The cameraman aimed the camera at his feet, revealing a metal broomstick, and grabbed it with his free hand. His hand was that of a white male, so it was easy to see the fresh, bright red blood that covered it. The man then explained that in order to get the room nice and dusted, you had to make sacrifices. And with that, the man began to smash the white plastered ceiling with the broomstick. Soon there was a significant hole in the ceiling, revealing the wooden slats that made up the roof. The floor was now pretty messed up with chunks of ceiling littering the floor, as well as coating of plaster from the ceiling. The man aimed the camera at the floor and began to smash the larger ceiling pieces with his feet. The man then backed up to the door and had the camera show the mess that he created. And then now the room is... The episode ended before he could finish. Wilson warned me that the next 2 tapes were more disturbing. I insisted to keep watching, although a voice in the back of my head told me I shouldn't. Booby, Episode 30. Children of the Light. It was Booby, one of the shows I had actually watched as a kid. I had never seen this episode before, and now I wish that was still true. The episode opened up the same way as every other episode I've seen. A single adult hand, Booby, was rocking back and forth. After a few seconds, Booby turned towards the camera and said, "Songs are sung the best when sung by children." The hand then disappeared out of view below the table. After a few seconds, suddenly the picture cut to outside, aiming at a bonfire in a small pit. It was night, and it appeared to be in a small clearing in a forest. Although it was hard to tell because of the camera quality. The camera then zoomed into the fire, which was burning fairly steadily. Suddenly, a human hand was forced into the fire by a pair of adult human hands. The hand was small, presumably belonging to a child, and was being held firmly by 2 larger hands. Sound was absent for the first few seconds until a song began being played. The song I recognized from my childhood. I would sing it in church or at school. I went to a Catholic elementary school, but if you don't know, it's the song Children of the Light. That song began playing as the hands were being held into the orange flames. It continued as the hand struggled to escape the larger hand's grip. It continued as the flesh of the hand began to turn beet red and peel away. It continued as the dark smoke began rising from the hand. It must have only taken a few minutes for the hand to become blackened, save for the few instances of white bone visible under the charred flesh. Fuck. That image is burned into my mind. The hand was now limp. It no longer moved. The episode then ended. Mr. Bear's Cellar. Episode 30. Mr. Bear never ceased to disturb me, especially after what almost happened when I was younger. The episode took place outside in a forest at dusk, making it slightly hard to see, especially considering the quality of the film, a trademark of anything from Celadon Local 21. The episode started with the camera being held in the paws of Mr. Bear, aiming it at himself. That bear mask. It looked more sinister in the shadows of the tree. The unmistakable muffled voice spoke up. "Hello, children. Today I'll be doing a wonderful thing for my friends. I'll be delivering them to a faraway land where they will surely be happy." Mr. Bear turned the camera around to show an ATV with an attached trailer. But what stood out the most was the trailer contained 7 motionless children lying side by side. "This is the first load, but more will be on their way soon." Mr. Bear turned around and pointed the camera at a large burlap tarp spread on the ground. He picked up the tarp, revealing a large hole that must have been at least 12 feet deep. and maybe about 15 feet wide. The rest of the episode consisted of Mr. Bear taking each kid and dropping them into the hole. I asked Wilson if they were dead, to which he shook his head and replied, "Not yet." Soon, all the kids were in the pit. Some were in awkward positions due to being tossed in, but they remained unconscious. "The vitamin C will help these children on the great journey that awaits them," Mr. Bear mentioned as he panned the camera towards multiple bottles of gasoline besides a bush. The camera zoomed into the bottles as Mr. Bear hummed before the episode ended. Wilson revealed to me that these were 7 of the 16 victims found burnt to a crisp. The gasoline is what the man playing Mr. Bear used to light them on fire. A pit of burning children. Who the fuck would do that? That feeling of dread found me once again when I realized that I could have been one of those kids. Wilson then explained to me that he had previously lied and the 4th tape owned by Bramley Police Branch did indeed work and contain the filming of the actual burning. However, he felt that I wouldn't be able to handle the disturbing and graphic nature of the episode. And you know what? Maybe I can't. I don't even want to see it. I'm satisfied for now, but I need some time to get myself together. The thing is that the man who ran Celadon Local 21 is still out there. More to come later. Elliot. Once upon a time, there lived a boy named Elliot. Elliot was a clever boy who loved playing with his friends. One day, he watched a lovely television show about a bear and his children friends. The children loved helping each other as good children should, but they all loved the bear. The bear loved the children since the children were so good at helping him, and the fallen angel. The children and the bear wanted to play forever with the help of their friend Booby. But the fallen angel needed even more help. So the children had to give the ultimate sacrifice. Because that's what friends do, Elliot. They help each other. Help us, Elliot. Burn with us, Elliot. I want you, Elliot. He wants you, Elliot. Come back to my cellar. Pretty please. With sugar and icing on top.